Hi there. My name is Carolyn Vanslow, and I'm a postural therapist. Today, I'd like to give you a small group of exercises that will help you feel better. It'll also help return your posture closer to normal. If you've been working a lot and sitting, or you're out shopping, more than likely you're tired and you're feeling like you just don't have that much energy because you've expended a lot of it in sitting positions, which are not really normal for us, and also walking around with packages and maybe having weight imbalances while doing so. Today, we're going to do these exercises, and we're going to include some breathing with it. So when you're done, you should feel a little more upright and taller. I'm often told that. And you're also going to feel like you have a little more energy. So we're going to start on the floor. Before we start, you will need either a step stool like this, or you can use a countertop in your kitchen or even your table, something that's going to suit and work with you. So now let's start. First thing we're going to do is go to the wall. Now, when we're against the wall, some of us are going to be very tight in these hips and hamstrings, and you may have difficulty getting as close to the wall as I do. That's okay. Just listen to the cueing and do what it is I suggest to do. And don't worry about it, because eventually your muscles will loosen up and you will get closer to the wall. So I like to put my side of my bum right here and bring my legs up. And then I scoot a little closer so I can feel my tail against the wall. Next, I'm going to contract my quadricep muscles and flex my feet, leaving my feet approximately 6 inches apart, which is about hip width apart, leaving my hands 45 inches from my body, palms facing the ceiling. The first thing that we're going to do in this position is we're going to activate our transverse abdominis, and we're also going to wake up our diaphragm. A lot of times when we're under a lot of pressure and stress, we forget to breathe or we hold our breath. So we're going to start with 20 abdominal contractions. We're going to pull that tummy in and let it go. Pull it in and let it go. And we're going to do this 20 times. You want to be looking straight ahead. Palms are facing the ceiling, fingers spread apart, and pull your tummy in. You'll feel your back get closer to the floor as you do this. The really cool thing about this is it's going to wake up this diaphragm. And if you put your fingers here, you can feel it working when you pull your tummy in. This is going to help get you more oxygen into your lungs and into your body. And we're not going very far without it. Keeping the feet straight. Don't forget to keep the legs locked out. And what I mean by locked out is you want to contract these quadricep muscles. If it gets a little tiring, just relax them for a second and then tighten them back up. You may feel too that you could feel some pulling in your hamstrings in this position as you tighten the quadriceps. When you finished with the 20, now we're going to do pullovers. We're going to clasp our hands, and when we do this, you're going to lock out the elbow. Although the camera will make it look like I'm bending my elbow, I'm not. It's locked out, and I'm going to drop my hand back, keeping it locked out like this. Now you can see that I'm not able to touch the floor, but I am willing to bet some of you that are doing this exercise are touching the floor very easily. So just go ahead and we're going to do 20 of these, keeping those elbows locked out. You'll notice that you can feel the work in your armpits. You may feel it in the back of your neck, especially if you have forward head posture or you have a lot of tension in your neck. You're going to feel the back of the neck stretching. You're also stretching muscles in the spinal column too. This helps a lot with getting those erector spinae muscles to lengthen and stretch a little bit because they've been in odd positions that probably aren't normal, trying to get things done and being under stress and working. So when you're done with your 20 pullovers, then you're going to go into wall frog. And you're going to place the soles of your feet together and let your legs open up and your knees. Do not put your hands there and press. Just allow the body to lengthen those muscles when it's good and ready, because it will do it. You just got to give it time. Some of us are very tight, especially if you work out a lot and you are a gym rat, you're going to find that you're pretty tight in this position. But something else you're going to notice too is the stress and tension in that low back is going to come out. This is a great exercise for people that have a lot of low back tension, especially if you've had disc issues at one time. It's a very safe position to be in. You're stretching the low back, and of course, you're stretching the adductors here, which is your inner thigh muscles. You can stay here from 1 to 2 minutes. When you're done, you're going to roll over to the side and, of course, push off with your hand. We want to practice good technique here. And now for our very last exercise, we're going to pull it all together. We're going to go either to, like I said, you can use a sink or a table or your desk at work. If you're lucky enough to have a room where you can get on the floor like that. And you'll see right now the position I'm in. My feet are about 6 inches apart, and I have both feet are even. These toes are the same, and they're both straight ahead. Nothing is turned out. My hands are up here, and I'm letting that curve in my low back happen while I tighten my legs. Now I'm tightening the fronts of my legs again. And what we're doing in this position is we are encouraging the return of the S-curve in your spine. It's also getting you a little more range of motion in your hips, which is what we've been doing since the very first exercise. You can stay here for 1 to 2 minutes. Some of you may be really tight and you may have to go higher up like that. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to do what's going to work for you and give your body the best result. Rome wasn't built in a day, and when you've been really tight and restricted, it takes time to change things. Now, what this does is this works on our joints, our 8 loading joints. So we've worked very much so within postural work. So give this a try. It's probably less than 5 minutes to do it. You'll be able to take more air into your lungs now because you've expanded and woken up those diaphragm. So give it a try. If you think you're someone that would be interested in a postural assessment, I do them complimentary. We can do it in person or on Zoom. And you'll see on this video, I'll have my phone number on there. You're more than welcome to call or text and schedule an appointment. I'm in Las Vegas, but it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in another state, in another country, another time zone. It doesn't matter. We'll be able to meet up and you'll get the information about your body. If you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and also like it. And if you have any friends, family, or loved ones that you feel will benefit from something like this, please share it with them. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.